Good morning, kids. Today, we're going to apply a little bit of what you've learned about density over the last couple of days to the interior of the planet. And actually, we're going to start at the outermost layer, the uppermost layer, the less dense layer, the continental and the oceanic crust, otherwise known as our entire crust. So at this point, you've already learned through some background reading about a couple of weeks ago that the crust is made up of two different types, continental and oceanic. And you might remember some slight differences between the two. However, there are grand differences between the two. And I'd like you to learn about those today. So in reference, let's take a look at this picture on the left of this slide. The continental crust is highlighted in brown with this mountain range. The continental crust makes up the continents we live on. The oceanic crust refers to the rock of the ocean floor. It does not refer to ocean water. I want you to envision if I could take a big vacuum and suck all of the world's oceans off of our planet, what we would have left would be the sea floor. The sea floor is made up of rock. So from now to when we're done with the idea of tectonics, our big unit on plate tectonics, I want you to think of the world removed of seawater. So when I talk about oceanic crust, I'm talking about the rock of the sea floor. So today's focus again is to learn more about the crust of our planet, oceanic and continental. So very swiftly, I'll take you through some easy directions. Each of you will receive a copy of the slideshow that just highlights the crust. Please work your way through the slides. When you get to slide number 3 in particular, this is where you're going to be reading some more information about the continental versus the oceanic crust. Read my directions. They read in pretty clearly. Read and highlight for important information. I would expect for you to highlight as you read. These are your notes, boys and girls. So this is what I'm going to be testing you on, okay? And then when you get to slide number 4 tells you, after you read about the continental and oceanic crust, slide number 4 asks you to organize and bullet the following 14 terms and phrases into a Venn diagram, which is now on slide number 5. I would like for you guys to please type these words and phrases into the next slide, which you'll see is a nice Venn diagram. I started the each side of the Venn diagram for you. All you simply have to do is click into the text box and type the words or phrases that belong on each side of the Venn diagram. Now, where do those words and phrases come from? Well, I pulled them right out of the reading for you. So just please type them. There'll be 7 additional words and phrases for continental crust and 7 additional words and phrases for oceanic crust. You may not use any of the phrases more than once, okay? And then last but not least, on the last slide, I've embedded a video for you to watch about the main types of rock found on the continental and on the oceanic crust. And once you watch that video, I would like for you to type in one new fact that you learned about the rock granite and one new fact that you learned about the rock basalt. Once you are complete, please, as always, share or submit, do not share, submit your document. If you share it with me, then I'm going to get 135 emails, and that will freak me out. I have too many emails every day. So please submit your document once you're done. Have fun, boys and girls.